Hello everyone, love and light to you all. Thank you for joining me today. This video, we're going to discuss mental health. This is a particularly important video for me, and it's one that I hold very, very close and near and dear to my heart. And the reason for that is due to the loss of my late son about almost 7 years ago now. Mental health is something that we don't talk about often enough, and it shows differently in children as it does in adults, and it shows differently in men versus women. A lot of women tend to be over emotional or tend to cry at the drop of a hat, but there are a lot of women out there who will plaster on a fake smile, and you will never know how much they are hurting inside. However, there are also men out there who do the same thing. A lot of our older men who were born and raised in a time where men were taught to suck it up and to shove it down deep and bottle it up because they have to be strong for their girlfriends or wives or sisters or moms, whatever. It is extremely important to me to acknowledge the men out there, because you have feelings too. Your feelings are valid too. And let's not forget our teenagers. The world is a different place than it was when I was a kid. It is a different place than it was even 5 years ago. Our kids today have to deal and contend with a lot more than what I had to when I was a kid and in school. And even what my daughter, who will be 24 next month, had to deal with. And then we have our littler kids who are struggling to understand in a very, very tech savvy world. So all of those things kind of accumulate and culminate into some not so great mental health things. I have some friends out there right now, and this is a rather large shout out to them. I want you to know that I see you, I acknowledge you. You are not lost in this world, and if you need me, I'm here. For those of you who maybe are out there, you're feeling alone and you're struggling, find something to live for. Find something that you hold on to, because when the world gets tough and people are fighting dirty, that is going to be what gets you through. So if you have a goldfish, maybe he's named Frank, and that is what is getting you through, then hang on to it, because who's going to feed that fish? Or if it's your cat or your guppy or a snake or even a person, maybe it's your parents or your significant other, your best friend, your kids, whatever, find your why. Find what is there for you, or what it is that you hold on to. And if you have to, print off pictures of it. You can hang it on your bathroom wall, your bedroom wall, your office wall, keep it in your wallet, your car. Even take a picture of it and keep it on your phone. Set it as your wallpaper and title it My Why. And when you really start to struggle, look at those things. If you have to, if you're a list maker, make a list of what your why is, because at the end of the day, the world is a better place because you are in it. And we all need somebody in our lives. We all need to acknowledge within ourselves that we are a unique individual. There is nobody out there in the world that is like us, and we're all here for a reason. None of us know what that reason is, but we're all here. And no one should have to struggle to the point of thinking of taking their own lives. So for those of you who are out there, and I know a few people out there who have either contemplated taking their own lives, or who have attempted taking their own lives, or sadly, I know people who have taken their own lives. For those of you who are contemplating it, don't do it. The world may seem big and just overcrowding and that just overstimulating in the moment, But when you are contemplating it, what you are actually saying is, I can't take this pain anymore. I can't take this loneliness anymore. I can't take this fill in the blank anymore. And in those situations, take a step back and maybe try and figure out what it is that is hurting you, or that you just feel like you can't do anymore. And then maybe try and seek a little bit of help. Find some friends. There are self-help books out there. If you're comfortable, reach out to a mental health professional and talk to them. Talk to your best friend, or your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, even your priest if you're a religious person. Talk to that individual and get some help in dealing with that so you don't feel so alone. For those of you who have attempted to take your own lives, I am so glad that you did not succeed. I am so glad that the demons that are in your head did not win, that you won over them for whatever reason. I am so very thankful that you are still here. So if you are somebody who has suffered abuse, maybe online or at the hands of somebody else, it's not your fault. It's never your fault. And if whoever abused you made you feel that way, or even told you it was your fault, no, it's not. It's theirs. They are blaming you because they refuse or are unable to accept responsibility for their own actions. And so because of that, they are making it somebody else's fault. It's so much easier if you blame somebody else versus accepting responsibility for your own actions. So at the end of the day, it's not your fault. It was never your fault. And it's okay to let that go. It's okay to walk away from somebody who is hurting you. It doesn't matter if they're family or friend. It's okay to love somebody from afar, but not to let them be a part of your world and your inner circle, because that's not what's healthy for you. So if you need permission, I'm giving you permission. If you needed somebody to tell you that you are loved and you are valued, I'm that person. I am telling you right now, you are so loved and you are so valued. So being as September is Suicide Awareness Month, and that is a cause that is close to me and near and dear to me, I felt I needed to make a post about mental health. So please just stay. I love you all, and I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Love and light to you all.